So I have opened page number 60 already on my screen. So in the last part that we were discussing, Derry was saying that uh, when Mr. Lamb asked him that I have not asked you to not to complain, not to feel sorry. So Derry is saying all those jargons that he has heard so far to get motivated, that think of all the people who are worse off than you. Think if you would have been born blind, born deaf, or you would have no legs, you would have been foolish in your head, you would have to dribble. So he is saying that all these things are in books or in words only that look good. Actually, they don't have any meaning because the perspective of the people towards a person who has suffered with something is very, very strange. They are not able to accept it. They whisper among themselves. So Mr. Lamb is saying, yes, that is all true, and you know it, that how blessed we are that we have not been born with any such disability. But Derry says that thinking about all these things won't change my face, won't change my look. Do you know? One day, a woman went by me in the street. Now he is sharing an anecdote that one day a woman was passing with him, passing across him in the street. He was standing at the bus stop and she was going on with another woman. The moment she looked at Derry, she tried to say something and she whispered, and Derry overheard their conversation. She said, look at that. That is a terrible thing. So Derry doesn't like this sympathy that people give him. He doesn't want this attention. That's a face only a mother could love. And the lady also said that look at that, that is a terrible thing. And a mother can love a face like that. So Mr. Lamb said, are you able to believe everything that you hear? Do you believe everything that people say about you? Derry said, no, but it was cruel. Why do they comment on my face? Mr. Lamb says, maybe they are not meant to. It is not meant to means to hurt you. Just a kind of conversation between them. Yes,
पूछो ना
Chiransh. Yes, Chiransh.
मैम क्रूअल का मीनिंग बता दो
Cruel means unkind, merciless. That they are making a comment. He is feeling that way because he has heard their conversation. हमारे बारे में बहुत सारे लोग बातें करते हैं ना, whether good or bad. Does it matter? अगर जब तक हम सुनते नहीं है हमें लगता है बुरा या अच्छा कुछ नहीं. उसने सुन लिया, he overheard, that's why he thought that it was very cruel of them to comment on his face. Unkind. So Mr. Lamb is saying they did not mean to, maybe to hurt you. It was just a kind of conversation between them. Derry, I only heard it. I heard, and that is my problem, that I heard that conversation. That's why I felt bad. And is that the only thing you have heard anyone say in your life? Now, Mr. Lamb is asking, is that the only thing that you have heard throughout your life? Derry, oh no, I have heard a lot of things. So Derry is saying, no, no, I have heard a lot many things like that. So now Mr. Lamb is saying, now keep your ears shut. Is it possible, boys, to keep your ears shut? You tell me. What is the meaning? What is it trying to say to keep your ears shut?
Not to listen to the unnecessary
मैम टू
things which will
Yes, to ignore, not to listen to the unnecessary things. Even if they are striking your earbuds, don't let them enter your mind to hurt you. Derry is not able to understand it. That why is he saying? So that's why he says you are peculiar. Peculiar means strange. You are strange. You say strange things. You ask the kind of questions that I'm not able to understand because he's talking about the larger sense of life. Mr. Lamb now says, I like to talk. Have company. You don't have to answer questions. You don't have to stop here at all. The gate is open. So he says, I like talking to people. I like to have somebody's company. But I never force anyone to answer my questions. Because Derry was saying that you are asking very strange questions that I'm not able to understand. So he says, I ask questions because I like to talk too much. I like to have company. But you are not forced that you should be answering all the questions. If you don't like them, you don't have to stop here at all. The gate is open. So Mr. Lamb says, if you're not interested in my questions, if you find them strange, you are free to leave. I am nowhere to stop you. So Derry says, yes, but why is this but given here, boys? What does this but show? Tell me, what does this but show? Yes, but. Why is he saying this but? What does this show about Derry's mindset? This shows that Derry on the surface is saying that I want to live, I don't want to answer your questions. But at the same time, I want to stay here. I want to talk to you. This but in these three dots, these ellipses, show that he is willing to interact with Mr. Lamb, though he is not able to understand many of the things. But the way the things are being addressed to him, his perspective, Mr. Lamb's perspective, is really liked by the boy. So Mr. Lamb is now adding on related to his garden. I have a hive of bees behind those trees over there. Now he's saying that the larger perspective, the life looks to us, the life seems to us as we feel about it, as we think about it. आप लोगों ने वो एग्जाम्पल सुना होगा जब हम हाफ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर रखते हैं, जब भी कभी मोटिवेशनल सेशंस होते हैं उसके एग्जाम्पल जरूर दिया जाता है. हाफ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर अगर रखा है तो उसका मतलब क्या है? हाफ एम्प्टी एंड हाफ फुल. एम आई राइट? दैट हाफ ग्लास ऑफ वाटर इज हाफ एम्प्टी एंड हाफ फुल. अब जो हाफ एम्प्टी देख रहा है, दैट पर्सन इज सीइंग ओनली द नेगेटिविटी, बट द वन हु इज सीइंग हाफ फुल तो है ना, the person is trying to see something positive. So he's saying the same thing, that everything around us has different meanings for others. It is up to us which kind of way we are taking. So he's now giving a simple example of beehive. So when people hear bees, they say that bees are buzzing. But Mr. Lamb is saying that when you listen to them intently, when you listen to them for a very long time, they hum. Hum मतलब क्या होता है? इसमें दिया हुआ हम मीन सिंग. आप लोगों ने कभी किया? हम जब ट्यून्स गुनगुनाते हैं, दैट इज कॉल्ड हमिंग. सो ही इज सेइंग दैट फॉर पीपल व्हेन बीज मेक अ साउंड इट इज बजिंग, बट व्हेन यू लिसन टू देम फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम, फॉर मी इट इज हमिंग. इट इज नॉट बजिंग, इट इज हमिंग. दे सिंग. सो आई हियर देम सिंगिंग, माय बीज. अगर हम भी बजिंग करके छोड़ दें तो शायद हमें भी वो इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं लगेगा. But if we are able to find a song in them, then we will be able to enjoy the company of bees around us. Derry, but I like it here. I came in because I liked it. Now Derry is saying the same thing but in an indirect manner. But वो but जो ऊपर था ना, yes, but now he is adding on to that. He is completing that but. But I like it here. I like to stay here. I came in because I like this place when I looked over the wall. Now Mr. Lamb is saying you looked over the place and you liked it because nobody was seen here. Do you think if you had seen me, you would not have come in? So he's asking, if you would have seen me, would you have come in? So Derry is saying no. Mr. Lamb, no. So now Mr. Lamb is asking, are you serious? You won't have been coming then? Derry says, yes, I won't have been coming because it would have been trespassing. Trespassing means intruding, entering without anyone's permission. So now Derry is saying that if I would have seen you in the garden, I would not have entered because it would have been trespassing, entering the garden without your permission. That is not why. I don't think that is why you should not have been entering. So he's saying, मुझे नहीं लगता कि यही रीजन है कि जिस वजह से तुम एंटर नहीं करते. डेरी अपनी बात को कवर करने की कोशिश कर रहा है कि अगर मैंने आपको गार्डन में देखा होता तो मैं नहीं आता, क्योंकि ये क्या होती, ट्रेस पासिंग होती, बिना किसी से पूछे घुस जाना. मिस्टर लैम कहते नहीं नहीं, मुझे नहीं लगता कि यही रीजन है. अब डेरी एक्सप्लेन कर रहा है, आई डोंट लाइक बीइंग नियर पीपल. आई डोंट लाइक इट एट ऑल दैट आई शुड बी इन द कंपनी ऑफ पीपल. व्हाई? बिकॉज व्हेन दे स्टेयर, when I see them being afraid of me, because I don't like when people stare at me and getting afraid of me because of my face. Mr. Lamb says that if you are so concerned about that, then you can lock yourself up in a room and never leave it. So he is saying that अगर तुम्हें इतना ही concern है बाकियों का, तो तुम अपने आप को एक रूम में लॉक कर सकते हो, and you need not to leave it at all. Never ever. There was a man who did that. So there was a man who actually did that. He was afraid, you see. He was afraid. He was not afraid, means he was not concerned about people. He was afraid of people, you see, of everything. Everything in this world was horrifying him. So he was all the time thinking a bus might run him over, or a man might breathe deadly germs onto him, a donkey might kick him to death, or lightning, yani bijli, lightning might strike him down, or he might love a girl and the girl would leave him, and he might slip on a banana skin and fall, and people who saw him would laugh their heads off. So he went into his room and locked the door. What kind of attitude this man has, boys? What kind of attitude is there with this man? Tell me. What kind of a man is this?
Can you please repeat the question?
But the kind of man Mr. Lamb is talking about, this man who locked himself in the room, what kind of a man is this? This man is pessimistic. He is thinking about everything negative that may happen to him. He is not thinking that when I'll be walking, or maybe a shower of flowers from the trees may fall upon me. Maybe I'll be able to enjoy the rain when I step out. So he's thinking about all the bad things that may occur to him. That's why he went into his room and locked the door. And he got into his bed and stayed there. So with this, Derry asked, forever? Did he do this forever? Mr. Lamb says, for a while, for a short time, yes, he did so. Derry. Then what happened? Mr. Lamb says, then a picture fell off the wall onto his head and he killed him. So then a picture that was hanging on the wall fell onto his head and he was finally killed. See, if means you cannot stop the destiny, whatever is going to be taking place, it is going to happen. Whether you lock yourself in a room, whether you keep yourself pessimistic, whether you keep yourself optimistic, the things that are planned by God, that are planned by the destiny are going to take place. But is it our duty that we should be locking ourselves in a room? इससे बेटर तो यही होता ना कि मैन घर से बाहर निकल के घूमता, एंजॉय करता, ही वुड नॉट हैव बीन रिग्रेटिंग कि मैंने रूम में बैठे बैठे अपना पूरा टाइम स्पेंड कर दिया एंड अल्टीमेटली आई डाइड इन दैट रूम ओनली. So indirectly he's saying that come out of that room of your mind. Now Derry laughs a lot. At this, Derry laughs a lot that how come a man who was thinking about all the bad things coming to him when he steps out of the room is killed in the room itself. Mr. Lamb says, you see, so do you see how things are? So now what Derry is still saying, but you still say strange things. Mr. Lamb says, my things are strange, my words are strange to some. Now Derry changes the topic. But what do you do in that or do all day? How do you pass your time? What do you do throughout the day? Mr. Lamb says, I sit in the sun. Now sitting in the sun is also called basking in the sun. वो आपने देखा है? When you go near the seaside, people are lying on the beach side on those foldings. That is called basking in the sun.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So he is sitting in the sun, taking the sun rays, and he likes to read books. Ah, you thought it was an empty house, but inside it's full. And it is so sad that looking at my house, you saw it was an empty house. Empty house in the sense, the boy thought that nobody stayed there. But Mr. Lamb is saying, but inside my house, it is all full. There are so many things inside. Books, other things, full. So he's saying that people can never make something empty or full. Our perspective towards the things makes something empty or full. मैंने अभी empty glass और full glass का वो दिया ना example. Half full, half empty. So he's saying that it is our perspective, it is our opinion, it is our way of thinking that makes something empty or full. Now Derry says if you stay in that house, there aren't any curtains at the windows. So Derry says, why aren't there any windows at the any curtains at the windows? Now Mr. Lamb says, I don't like curtains. I don't like to shut things, keeping them in. I like the light coming in and the darkness and the windows open to hear the wind. So I like the light and the darkness. I like the open windows. I like to hear the sound of the rustling of wind, rustling of leaves in the wind making its own sound. Derry says, yes, I like that too. When it's raining, I like to hear it on the roof. तुम लोगों को पोम याद है 9th standard में पढ़ी थी Rain on the Roof?
Yes, ma'am.
वो वाली पोम याद है? तो he is talking about that how the raindrops fall on the roof, that jingling sound that they make. I like that. So now Mr. Lamb says, so you're not lost. If you're able to enjoy nature, if you're able to enjoy the sound around you, you are not completely lost in the world of pessimism, negativity. Are you? Not altogether. To some extent, you are lost, but not completely. You are able to hear the things around you. You listen intently. Derry says they talk about me. They here refers to people who see me. Downstairs, when I'm not there, means when I'm upstairs, people talk about me downstairs when I'm not with them. And their kind of conversation is, what will he ever do? They are concerned about my future, that what will I do when I'll grow up? What is going to happen to him when we have gone? When his parents will not be there, then they will also be dying one day. Then what will he be doing? However, will he get on in this world? How will he be able to adjust in this world? Looking like that, with his looks like that, with his perspective like that, with that on his face, that refers to the burnt area on his face. This is what people say about me. Mr. Lamb, Lord, boy, you have got two arms, two legs, eyes, ears, you have got a tongue and a brain. So says, what is the big deal if you have got a burnt face? You have got two arms, two legs, eyes, ears, you have got a tongue, a brain, and you will get on the way what you want. With your efforts, you can get anything you want. Like all the other people. How does a burnt face can be an inhibition in your success and your achievement? And if you are dedicated, if you choose to work hard, you are targeting to your goal, then you can get even better than others. Now Derry is asking, how? How can I do that? Mr. Lamb says, same way as I do. Approach, change your approach. You need to follow the same way as I do. Now Derry asks, do you have any friends? Now Derry says, now he is going to question our mindset of friends. पहले ये बताओ मुझे, यहाँ पढ़ने से पहले friends कौन होते हैं?
Yeah, ma'am.
Who are friends? Define friends. Boys.
Friends are, ma'am, friends are those, ma'am, to whom we are, ma'am, to whom we are loyal, and also uh, whom we and who we can be, whom we are able to tell our all personal things, and all whom we are able to play and
Okay. We are able to play, share, like, and even means ask them whatever we want. Akshat, who is a friend? Akshat, who is a friend? Akshat is not responding. Chiransh, who is a friend? करो वही चल रही थी, response करो. You people have many
A friend
friends.
is a person who is loyal to us and
Okay.
from whom we can share everything.
Okay, a friend is a person who is loyal to us and who we can share everything. Harshit, who is a friend? Harshit, who is a friend?
Yes, ma'am.
Harshit, you are muted. Unmute and answer. Okay, so now boys, according to us, friends are somebody who are loyal to us, who would never leave us, with whom we can share everything. Yes, and friends are one of the cherished possession that we can fight for even with our parents sometimes. Yes, so now Derry asks, do you have any friends? Now Mr. Lamb says hundreds of them. So Derry asks, but you live all alone in your house. It is a big house too. I have never seen anyone. Now Mr. Lamb says, friends everywhere. Friends are there everywhere around me. People come in, everybody knows me. So many people know me. The gate is always open. They come, sit here, front of the fire in front of the fire in winter. Kids here come for apples and pears and for toffees. I make toffee with honey. So anybody can come. Like you have come here, so anyone can come here. But I am not a friend. Now Derry says, but I'm not your friend. Certainly you are. Now Mr. Derry is giving him the other perspective. Yes, you are. You are my friend. So far as I am concerned, so far as I think, what have you done to make me think you are not? Have you done something wrong to me that I should be thinking that you are not my friend? Now Derry is saying, you don't know me. Now, what is our equation of friend? Somebody whom we know very well. So Derry is also saying the same thing, that you don't know me very well. You don't know where I come from, what my name is. So Mr. Lamb says, why is that important? Do I need to write all these particulars somewhere and put them in a box or in a diary before making you my friend? Now Derry says, no, that is not needed. No. Now Mr. Lamb says, you can tell me your name if you choose and not if you don't. If you don't like it, don't tell me. But if you want, you can tell me your name. So now he says his name, Derry. It is Derek. Actual name is Derek and Derry is his nickname. But I hate that. I hate that name, Derek. So I call myself Derry. If I'm your friend, you don't have to be mine. I choose that. Now Derry says, but it doesn't mean that I am your friend, so you are also my friend. No. I am your friend, but you are not mine. This is my choice. Mr. Lamb says, yes, it is up to you. It is not important. हम ऐसा सोचते हैं फ्रेंडशिप के बारे में, मैं किसी का फ्रेंड हूं तो वो मेरा भी फ्रेंड होना चाहिए, राइट? दोनों में इक्वल बॉन्डिंग होती है ना फ्रेंडशिप में. अब मिस्टर लैम्ब इज सेइंग इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी. तुम मेरे फ्रेंड बन जाओ, पर कोई जरूरी थोड़ी है तुम मुझे अपना फ्रेंड बनाओ. सबको समझ आया पॉइंट?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So now, Derry says, I suppose, sorry. Well, Mr. Lamb says, certainly, surely. Derry, I might never come here again. You might never see me again. Now Derry is saying another point. We may never meet again. Then how can I be still your friend? Mr. Lamb says, why not? Why it is not possible? Now Derry is saying, how could I? We meet so many people in the street. You might even speak to them, but you never meet them again. So it doesn't show that they are your friends. But Mr. Lamb says, but they are not even enemies now. Either does it. They have to be either thing, either enemy or friend. They are not my enemies. So what they are? They are friends. So now Derry is saying, no, they are just, Derry is not able to answer. That what we should do. Actually, his logic is right. Mr. Lamb's logic is right. That the people who meet me on the way, they might not be meeting me again. But they are not my enemies. So what they are? They are my friends. No, they are just nothing, people. So he says, no, they are not any such thing, enemy or friend. They are just people, that's all. So now Mr. Lamb says, people are never just nothing. They are not nothing. They can be friends or enemies. Now Derry says, there are some people I hate. Some people I don't like. Now Mr. Lamb is talking about something that makes us suffer. फ्रेंड से कोई लड़ाई होती है, किसी से कुछ होता है तो हम क्या करते हैं? जब हमारी लड़ाई हो जाती है, how it impacts us. बताओ जल्दी. How do we feel?
Ma'am, sad.
Sad. और अगर तुम्हें पता लगे तुम्हारे फ्रेंड को तो पता ही फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा, he is enjoying partying, तब क्या होगा? और क्या होगा? तब क्या लगेगा? और
Angry.
और भी ज्यादा angry. And who is suffering with this sadness and anger? You or your friend?
Ma'am, me.
We ourselves, right? Me, myself. So he's saying the same thing, that the moment we start hating somebody, it is not the other person who is suffering. We are suffering. We are torturing our mind, ourselves, our heart. That would do you more harm than any bottle of acid. So Mr. Lamb is saying that the kind of thinking that you have, that you hate some people, this kind of thinking harms you only. And the harm is more than any bottle of acid. That acid burnt only your face. Now Derry is asking, only? Do you call it only? It changed my whole life and still you are calling it only. So Mr. Lamb is saying, like, a bomb only blew up my leg. But there are so many worse things that can happen. And with this mindset that you are hating others, you are burning yourself inside. You are not harming others, you are harming yourself. Derry says, after I had come home, one person said he would have been better off stopping in there, in the hospital. So he's saying that after I returned from the hospital, one person was saying that he should have been left in the hospital only. He would have better off with others like himself. He should have been staying with other boys or girls who have been suffering like him. She thinks blind people only ought to be with other blind people. People, like, we all have that kind of thinking, no? Blind people should be living with blind people only. Idiot boys with idiot boys only. Deaf children should be staying in that deaf places for deaf only. So he is questioning that mindset, that he commented that way. And people with no legs altogether. So now Mr. Lamb is asking, so according to them, the people with no legs should be staying together. So Derry said, yes, you're right. So now Mr. Lamb said, what kind of world would that be? Imagine if all the acid burnt faces are staying together, if all the people with no legs are staying together, if all the blinds are staying together, if all the deafs are staying together. What kind of a world would that be? Now Derry is saying, at least there would be nobody to stare at you because you weren't like them. Derry says that world would be better because nobody would be looking at you because you are not like them. You are different from them. So Mr. Sam says, what, Mohit?
Ma'am, if we are staying together like the people of like the same people, ma'am, if the deaf is staying with the deaf or a burnt face is staying with the burnt face, but ma'am, how can Derry be different from them?
No, Derry is not going to be different from them. Na? If he's staying with his own company, then nobody would be looking at him in a different manner, na, that he's strange, because he would be like them. Derry's opinion is this. And Derry's question is to all of us. हम जब किसी को देखते हैं ऐसे, तो क्या हम ये सोचते हैं कि नहीं, हम एडजस्ट करें, ऐसे इंसान को हमारे साथ रहने का ही राइट है, ताकि हम उसे समझ पाए, हम थोड़ी सी एडजस्टमेंट करें? हम क्या सोचते हैं, नहीं, ऐसे बंदे को तो वहीं रहना चाहिए जो डेफ स्कूल्स हैं या डेफ बोर्डिंग्स हैं या डेफ पर्सन्स के लिए जो बना हुआ. इज इट राइट? ही इज टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट. The chapter is actually focusing on that is it right to confine such people to a limited area where others are like them only? Are they not having the right to stay in the normal human society because they are different? So Derry is reiterating that same point and indirectly asking a question also. The writer is asking a question to us. At least there would be nobody to stare at you because you weren't like them. So Derry is saying that nobody would be staring at you, looking at you continuously because you're different. So Mr. Lamb says, so you think you're just the same as all other people with burnt faces? So Mr. Lamb is saying, so do you think the same? That you will be like other people who are having burnt faces just because you look like them? Oh, everything is so different. Everything is the same, but everything is different. What does this line mean, boys? Itself. Everything is the same, but everything is different. Tell me. Everything is same, but everything is different.
Even if they are living, even if the same kind of people, burnt faces, are living together, then also there is a difference between them.
Yes. Everything is the same means on the surface, everything is same. If all such kind of people who are having burnt face, who are blind, who are deaf are staying together, on the surface, it will be same kind of society. But everything is different itself. Why? Because the people are different. Their mindset is different. Their thinking is different. क्या हम सबको एक तरह से सोचना सिखा सकते हैं? चाहे सारे बर्न फेसेस के लोग एक साथ आ जाएं, can we make them think in the same manner, all of them? Is it possible?
No,
That's what he is saying,
No,
that everything is the same, but everything is different. We think that on the surface everything is same because all such kind of people are living together, but If we go deeper, in itself, everything is different. Why? Because all are having a different mindset, a different way of thinking. We can't unify their thinking altogether. Now Derry is asking, how do you make all that out? How do you come to such conclusions? Now Mr. Lamb says, I watch intently, I see the things, I listen, and then I think, I introspect. Now Derry says, I would like to stay at a place like this, a garden. Even I want to stay at a house. See the impact of Mr. Lamb's conversation with him. Now Derry is also accepting the thing that I want to stay at a place like this. I want to have a garden. I also want to have a house with no curtains so that people may come and interact. So Mr. Lamb is saying the gate is always open. Nobody is going to stop you. Now Derry says, but this isn't mine. Now we always go into that thing ना कि ये घर तो मेरा नहीं है तो मैं यहाँ ज्यादा टाइम कैसे रुक सकती हूँ, ये पार्क तो हमारा नहीं है, ये तो एमसीडी का पार्क है, वी कांट कम हियर ऑल द टाइम, हम यहाँ पे रात को सो नहीं सकते, ये रिस्ट्रिक्शन है, वो वी bound ourselves in all these restrictions. But Mr. Lamb is saying everything is yours if you want it. So the way you feel it. अब यहाँ पे ये मतलब नहीं है कि मैं अपने किसी के घर जाके बैठ जाऊँ, ये तो मेरा है, सामने वाला केस कर दे, ये घर तुम्हारा कैसे है भाई. नहीं, he is saying that come out of this petty issues of mine and yours. Feel the things that are given by nature. Everything is yours if you want it. If you want to feel it that way, everything is made for you. What is mine is anybody's. चाहे ये गार्डन मेरा है, ट्रीज तो मेरे अपने नहीं है, ट्रीज तो किसी के भी हो सकते हैं ना, वो तो नेचर का पार्ट है. एप्पल्स है उनपे, एप्पल्स मेरी प्रॉपर्टी थोड़ी है, एप्पल्स तो कोई भी खा सकता है ना. दिस इज पर्सपेक्टिव ऑफ मिस्टर लैम्ब, दैट वी नीड टू कम आउट ऑफ दिस पोजेसिव एटीट्यूड. We need to look at the global things, the global humanity. So Derry is saying, so I could come here again. Yes, boys. Somebody wants to say something?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I could come here again. So he asked, can I come here again? Even if you were out, I could come here. So he is asking that even if I am out, you can come here. Even if I am not here, means even if you are not here, I can come here. He's asking that can I come here again, even if you are not there? So Mr. Lamb is saying, yes, yes, sure. You can also find others here. If I am not here, you may find somebody or the else. So Derry says, oh, why does he say, oh? Why does he say, oh? What does this oh show? This O shows कि अभी तक जो उसमें excitement था ना, enthusiasm था that he would be entering Mr. Lamb's garden anytime that he wants. The moment he says that
बाकी लोग उसको accept करेंगे इसलिए.
हाँ, जो अब तक उसने फ्रेंडशिप या कह लो जो बॉन्डिंग उसकी मिस्टर लैम के साथ हो गई, वहां तो वो कंफर्टेबल हो गया. लेकिन जैसे ही मिस्टर लैम ने कहा ना कि कोई ना कोई तो यहाँ पर होगा, डेरी को लगता है कि कोई भी अगर यहाँ पे होगा तो फिर मैं नहीं आ पाऊंगा यहाँ पे, बिकॉज ही इज हेजिटेंट. गॉट इट? ये ओ उस means you can say that he is getting upset that if anyone would be here, I might not be able to come. अगर मिस्टर लैम्ब होंगे तो मैं आ जाऊंगा, लेकिन अगर कोई और हुआ, यहाँ पे कोई भी और हुआ तो मैं शायद यहाँ नहीं आ पाऊंगा, because Derry is still not comfortable in the company of others. So Mr. Lamb says, well, that need not stop you, need not mind. So Mr. Lamb has got it. Why has he got upset? So he says, no, you need not to stop yourself. You need not to mind it. You need not to be concerned about it. It would stop them. Them means
The people.
the other people apart from Mr. Lamb. So he's saying that no, I am not bothered about myself. But if I'll come here regularly, then it would stop other people from coming here. They would mind my presence. They would be affected by my presence. When they would see me here, they would look at my face, they would run away. And I don't want that. मिस्टर लैम का पर्सपेक्टिव अलग है कि उनके हिसाब से इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, बट डेरी को लगता है कि अगर वो डेली यहाँ पे आएगा तो बाकी लोग जो यहाँ विजिट करते हैं वो आना यहाँ बंद कर देंगे. मिस्टर लैम सेज they might not, it is their choice, I, but you have to take the risk ना, and they would also be taking the same kind of risk. तुम उन्हें कोई खा तो जाओगे नहीं. तुम्हारी चॉइस है कि तुम आना है या नहीं आना, तुम्हें ये रिस्क तो लेना पड़ेगा। इसी तरह उन्हें भी ये रिस्क लेना पड़ेगा कि तुम्हारी प्रेजेंस में वो यहाँ आए या ना आए। डेरी, नो यू वुड, यू माइट हैव मी एंड लूज ऑल योर अदर फ्रेंड्स। नहीं नहीं, वो रिस्क उनके लिए नहीं है, ये रिस्क आपके लिए। डेरी से एड्रेसिंग मिस्टर लैम दैट दिस रिस्क वुड बी फॉर यू, that you would keep me and lose all your friends because just because of me others will not be visiting this garden, because people don't want to stay near me if they want, means if they can help it। अगर possible हो तो मेरे आसपास कोई भी नहीं आना चाहता, अगर उनके लिए पॉसिबल हो ना, अगर उनकी मजबूरी ना हो तो मेरे आसपास कोई भी नहीं आना चाहता। इसी तरह आपके साथ भी होगा कि अगर मैं आपके गार्डन में आने लगा डेली तो आपके जो बाकी फ्रेंड्स है वो आपको छोड़ के चले जाएंगे। तो मिस्टर लैम सेज आई हैव नॉट मूव्ड। So now Mr. Lam says, I am not affected. Now Derry says, no, are you really not affected? Mr. Lam says, when I go down the street, now he's saying that मुझे इस बात से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता मेरे कोई फ्रेंड्स बनते या नहीं बनते। अब वो बता रहा है कैसे। जब मैं स्ट्रीट में जाता हूँ, when I go down the street, the kids look at me and shout, lay me lamb, lay me lamb. lay me मतलब जो लंगड़ा के चलता है, the one who is not able to walk properly. Yes, Harshit.
Can I leave now, please?
Why, you have class somewhere?
Yes, ma'am. 7 to 8 marks.
Okay. So,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
okay. When I go down the street, kids call me Lamy Lamb. Still, they come into the garden, into my house. It's a game. It's a game for them. They call me Lamy Lamb, but still they come to my house. They are not afraid of me. Why should they be afraid of me? I am not afraid of them. That's why they are not afraid of me. So he's indirectly asking Derry to stop getting afraid of people. The moment he would stop getting afraid of them, the people will also start treating him in a normal manner. They would stop staring at him. Now Derry asked, did you get your leg blown off in the war? Did you lose your leg in the war? Mr. Lamb says yes. So now he's asking, how will you climb the ladder and get the crab apples down then? So he's asking now that now how will you get on the ladder to get the crab apples down? So now Mr. Lamb says, oh, there are a lot of things I've learned to do with this kind of leg. And I have a plenty of time also. Maybe it will take years, but I take it very calmly, very balanced. And Derry asked, if you fell and broke your neck, what will happen if you fall down of the stair of that ladder and break your neck? You can lie down on the grass with that accident and you may die if you're all alone. Mr. Lamb, yes, yes, that is also a possibility. Now Derry said, you said I could help you. Now Derry offers his help, that I would like to help you. Mr. Lamb says, okay, it's your choice if you want to. But my mother will want to know where I am. So now he's concerned about his mother, that she would be worrying about me. So now she also should be knowing where I am. It's 3 miles home. My home is 3 miles away across the fields. I'm 14, but they still want to know. I am a grown-up boy, but still they want to know where I am. They still think that I am a small boy. So now Mr. Lamb says, people worry. So now Mr. Sam says, people worry. Yes, they are concerned about you. Derry says, no, no, people fuss. They make a tension out of it. They create an issue about it. Mr. Lamb says, okay, if you feel that it can be an issue, they can be worried really about it. So go back and tell them that you are here with me. So Derry says it is 3 miles. 3 miles is a very long distance. Mr. Lamb says, it's a fine evening. It is a very good day today. Evening is very fine. And you have got your legs. Go, run and come back. So Derry says, but when I'll go home, they would not allow me to come back. Mr. Lamb says, once you got home, you would never let yourself come back. Now Mr. Lamb says, ye mat kaho. Don't say that they won't allow you to come back. Say that you don't want to come back. So Mr. Lamb is saying that when you are getting home, you would not allow yourself to come back. Your conscience will stop you. Derry says, no, no, you don't know anything. You don't know what I can do. So now Mr. Lamb has indirectly challenged the boy. समझ आया सबको? चैलेंज क्या किया कि कोई तुम्हें नहीं रोकेगा। वो कह रहा है कि जब मैं घर पहुंच जाऊंगा तो मुझे घर वाले नहीं आने देंगे, बाहर नहीं आने देंगे, यहाँ पे वापस नहीं आने देंगे। मिस्टर लैम कह रहे घर वाले कुछ नहीं कहेंगे, तुम ही खुद नहीं आना चाहोगे, तुम खुद को ही अलाउ नहीं करोगे कि तुम वापस यहाँ पे आओ। तो डैडी कहते नहीं नहीं, तुम्हें कुछ नहीं पता, तुम्हें ये भी नहीं पता मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ। तो मिस्टर लैम कहते यस ऑफ कोर्स आई डोंट नो, यू ओनली नो दैट। So now Derry says, if I chose. Now Derry acknowledges his ability. If I chose, अगर मैं चाहूं तो. So now Mr. Lamb says, काश तुम ये समझ पाते. If you chose, कि अगर तुम चाहो तो. I don't know everything, boy. I can't tell you what to do. You only can decide what you want to do. देखा छोटे 2 sentences में मिस्टर लैम ने क्या कुछ कह दिया. He made the boy realize that it is your conscience that stops you most of the time. It is not people's perspective. You think too much about it and that's why you stop at certain point. तो अगर तुम चाहो तो तुम सब कुछ कर सकते हो. कोई तुम्हें नहीं रोक सकता. Is it clear, everyone? Yes? Akshat, Chiransh, Mohit?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Chalo. Derry now says, they tell me. Who is they? My parents, people around me, those who are bothered about me. So Derry says, they tell me what to do. Now Mr. Salam says, do you have to agree that whatever is being told to you, do you have to agree to it? Do you have to follow it? Now Derry says, I'm so confused. I don't know what I want. I want something no one has got or ever will have. I want something unique, something that nobody has ever got and nobody will be able to get it even in future. Something just mine, something that just belongs to me, like this garden. I'm not able to understand this feeling. Mr. Lamb says, you can find out. You can find out the answers for your question. Now Derry asks, how? So Mr. Lamb says, wait, watch, listen, sit here or go there. It's your choice, but you have to give time to your conscience. You have to listen to yourself. What are your desires? What do you want to do? I'll have to see the bees. Now he says, okay, now I'm going. I have to look at my bees. Now Derry says, those other people who come here, do they talk to you? Now he asks that the other people who come in this garden, do they talk to you? Ask you about the things? So Mr. Lamb says, some do ask, some don't. So those who don't, I ask them because I like to learn. I don't. Now Derry says, I don't believe in them. I don't think anybody ever comes. Now Derry says, no, I don't believe in them. I don't think anybody ever is going to come here. You are here all by yourself and miserable, and no one would know if you were alive or dead. I don't believe in people who come to meet you. I don't think anyone ever comes here. You are all alone here by yourself, miserable, in a pitiable condition, and no one would know. And no one would know if you were alive or dead, and nobody cares. So if you are even going to be alive or dead in some moments, nobody would be caring. So Mr. Lamb says, you think what you please. You are thinking what you like. Derry says, all right then, tell me some of their names. So Derry says, okay, you said so many people visit you. Tell me some of the names. Mr. Lamb says, what are names? Tom, Dick or Harry? How does name matter? So now Mr. Lamb is not willing in participating in this because Derry is not able to accept. Right? I am off down to the bees. So I'm going down. Okay, I'm going off down to take care of my bees. Now Derry says, I think you are daft, crazy, you are foolish, you are crazy. Now Mr. Lamb says, that is a good excuse to not to accept my pointer. Derry, what for? You don't talk sense. Now, what are you saying that I have a good excuse? You sometimes don't talk sensible. Mr. Lamb says, good excuse not to come back. Now he explains that you have so many good excuses not to come back here. And you have got a burnt up face also. That is the excuse of other people that why do they don't interact with you. Now Derry says, you are just like others. You like to say things like that. You are not bothered how the other person feels. If you don't feel sorry for my face, you are frightened of it. And if you're not frightened, you think I'm ugly as devil. So now he says that if you're not feeling sorry for me, for my face, then maybe you are frightened of me, of my face, burnt face. And if you're not frightened, you think I'm ugly as a devil. I'm a devil, don't you? Don't you think that way, that I'm a devil? He shouts. And Mr. Lamb doesn't reply because Derry is not able to understand his perspective. Mr. Lamb now goes to his bees. Now Derry says quietly, No, you don't. Now he inside himself, he knows that Mr. Lamb doesn't get afraid of him, is not feeling him to be ugly, is not thinking about him as a devil. So he quietly says to himself, I know you don't think about me that way. That's why I like to be here. Pause. Now there is a pause, and Derry gets up and shouts. So Derry gets up from there and shouts to make Mr. Lamb hear. I am going, but I'll come back. So he says, I am going now, but I will definitely come back. You see, you wait. So just see and wait. I am coming. I can run. I have not got a 10 leg. I'll be back. I'm not got a 10 leg like you. So I am going to come back here. Derry runs off. So Derry quickly runs off to his house to meet his mother and tell her where he was. Silence, the sounds of the garden are heard again. Now we are going to see something tragic. Now Mr. Lamb to himself, there, my dears, that is you seen to. So now Mr. Lamb is saying to himself, there, my dear, that is you seen to. Ah, you know, we all know. I'll come back. Now Mr. Lamb uh, is reiterating what people say. Everyone says like that. I have seen it. You know, we all know. Everyone says I'll come back, but they never do. Though not them, never do come back. And they never come back, and the garden noises fade. So now it is second scene. Derry has reached his house. Mother, you think I don't know about him? You think I haven't heard things? So now Derry's house, mother is saying that, what do you think? I don't know about that man. You think I haven't heard about him? Now Derry is saying that you should not be believing whatever you are hearing around you. Mother said, but I have been told, I have been warned. We have not been here 3 months. We are new to this place and it has not been even 3 months. But I know what there is to know. I know whatever I need to know. And that's why I'm saying you are not going back there. Now, Derry asked, why are you afraid? What are you afraid of? What kind of a man do you think he is? He's just an old man with a tin leg. He lives in a huge house without curtains. He has a garden. And I want to be there with him, to sit, to listen to the things, to listen and look. So mother asked, what do you want to listen? Now Derry says, I want to listen to the bees singing. I want to listen to that man when he is talking. And now mother asked, now, and what he was saying to you? Derry said things that are very important, things that have not been told by anyone to me, things that I want to think about, I want to speculate about. So mother said, then you stay here. Okay, you want to think about something? Stay in the house and do your thinking. You are best suited to this place. Derry says, no, I hate this place. Mother said, you can't have the things you say. You can't go by the things as your wish. I forgive you, but still I forgive you. It's bound to make you feel bad things. Because of your face, sometimes you are bound to feel bad and say that way. But I don't blame you. So now Derry is saying, no, no, it has nothing to do with my face and what I look like. And now I don't care about that. And it isn't important also. It is what I think and feel and what I want to see. So whatever I want to think, I am going to think it that way. I will feel it that way. I want to see it that way, find it out that way, and hear that way only as I want. And I'm going back there only to help Mr. Lamb with the crab apples. I want to look at the things, listen to them, and I'm going. So mother orders, you'll stop here. Oh no, oh no. Because if I don't go back there, I'll never go anywhere. So he wants his mother, if you'll stop me from going there, I will never step out of this house ever again. So he knocks the door very hardly. He runs panting. Panting means falling short of breath. Hafna. And I want the world. I want it. I want it. So he says, I want to see the world the way I want. I want it that way, the way I think. So now, running back, he reaches Mr. Lamb's garden. The garden sounds and he listens to a branch shifting. एक branch के टूटने की आवाज आती है. Apples fall down and the branch shifts again. So now Mr. Lamb is saying, steady, balance, balance, that's got it. That is it. So he's trying to get the crab apples from the tree. Mr. Lamb is there on the ladder. More apples fall. And again, that's it. And he had put so much pressure on the branch that the branch finally breaks. A creaking sound comes, a crashing sound comes, and the ladder falls back. He loses his balance, and Mr. Lamb falls down with the ladder. A thumping sound comes. The branch swishes back. The branch moves back. आपने कभी देखा जब आप एक पतली सी ब्रांच को पकड़ के छोड़ते तो वो कैसे स्विंग करने लगती है? So that is called swish. Creaks, creaking sound आती है, then silence. Derry reaches the garden. He opens the gate, and he's still panting. He's calling, you see, Mr. Lamb, I have come back. You said I won't be coming, and they also said so. But I've come back. I wanted to come. Yes, बच्चा चिरांश.
मैम पेंटिंग का मतलब बता दो.
हाफना, जब आप भागते भागते जब आपको सांस चढ़ जाए, that is called panting, when you are breathless.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, but I came back. I wanted to be here. He stops dead. He looks at Mr. Lamb. He's surprised. Mr. Lamb, Mister, you have? He runs through the grass, stops there, kneels down near Mr. Lamb. Mr. Lamb, it is going to be all right. You fell down. I am here with you, Mr. Lamb. Everything is going to be all right. And there is complete silence. I came back, Lammy Lamb. So he is now crying. I came back, Lammy Lamb. I came back. I promised you. And Derry starts weeping. So what kind of an end is this?
Very emotional.
Very emotional, very tragic. But has it helped Derry to some extent?
Yes, ma'am.
The kind of interaction with Mr. Lamb has changed Derry's perspective. Derry, who was all the time thinking that what other people would think about him, has now taken a daring step. He has gone beyond the orders of his mother just because he wanted something else for himself. He started thinking about himself, that what he wants. And that's why he's able to forget, or he's able to outlook whatever his mother was saying. And then he runs away from the house to meet Mr. Lamb. So see how a boy of 14 years is being influenced by a man who is so much age old. Right? I hope the
Ma'am,
chapter is
Mr.
clear.
Lamb died.
Yes, Mr. Lamb died. That's why he started weeping. जो उसने बोला नहीं था बीच में कि अगर आप अकेले हो, आप क्रैब एप्पल तोड़ रहे हो और अचानक लेडर स्लिप हो गई और आप गिर गए और आप मर गए तो क्या होगा? कोई भी नहीं होगा आपके पास. तो कहता उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? कोई ना कोई तो देख ही लेगा ना.
But Mr. Lamb does not know whether the Derry came back or not.
No, but Derry's
Because
conscience,
Derry is
because he has died. But Derry's conscience knows na that he came back. Now coming back is not only coming back to Mr. Lamb. This coming back shows coming back to himself, getting his self-personality back, something that he had lost after this acid burn. Got it? This coming back signifies that coming back to himself, realizing that whatever matters is his own thinking. What others are thinking doesn't matter at all. Got it? This is
Yes.
coming back also showing. Fine, chalo. We'll continue with the critical thing, that what is the chapter trying to teach us apart from the plot, what else is being narrated